Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man here, and welcome to my end of the month haul for the month of December. Well, here we are, last day of the month, and 2023 is about to end, and then soon we'll be jumping into the year 2024, so yeehaw! Happy New Year to all you who's watching, and hope you're all having a good New Year's. Before I get into my haul, I'll just have to let you know that I'm not really too keen every time when a new year comes because, what is it? I just figure that, every time when a new year comes, it's not going to be any different. It's just going to be the same where you're going to see prices going up and things just getting expensive. So that's why I'm just like a old school kind of guy when I'm into movies and music from like the late 70s, 80s, and 90s because those years was just fun for me back then. And that was like when they had the good movies and the good music back then. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, the movies they got out now are not bad, they're okay, but nothing will just ever beat the 80s horror movies. So, also, in this haul, you're only going to see 3 Blu-rays. It's not really much of a haul, and I didn't have much of a Christmas this year either. So just had stuff going on and you just do the best you can. So without further ado, let's get started to the movies I bought on Blu-ray. Okay, so first, my girlfriend and I went to go see this movie in theaters, and I was up at Walmart and I managed to see this sitting on a shelf, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? And I didn't know that this movie came out on DVD and Blu-ray this month, so I couldn't resist. I had to get it because after I saw this movie in theaters, I thought this movie was actually interesting. It was actually good, and that's Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's, I guess it's like based on a game which I never knew, but man, I saw this movie in theaters. I thought this movie was actually interesting, and this movie was actually not bad. About where this guy, he's desperately looking for a job so he could take care of his sister, and the guy says, I have a job for you. It's a late night shift working as a security guard at an abandoned restaurant. And he says, okay, I'll take the job. All he has to do is just watch the cameras. Sounds simple, right? So, anyways, he's working over there, and all of a sudden, these animatronics just come to life. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, if you've seen this movie, definitely recommend checking it out. Very fun, and it's actually very interesting. I definitely enjoyed it. Next, another movie that my girlfriend and I went to go see. We went to go see this movie in advance earlier this year in the summertime, and we both ended up liking it. I thought this movie was actually good, and I was glad that this movie came out. And that's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, aka Indiana Jones 5. So, yes, Harrison Ford is back playing Indiana Jones, because who else are you going to get to play Indiana Jones? Because Harrison Ford is known for playing Indiana Jones. So, this one is about where he's like looking for this dial of destiny that could change the course of history. And he's trying to keep it out of the wrong hands. So, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, good movie, not bad, but my favorite one of all time out of all the Indiana Jones movies is Temple of Doom. So that's my favorite one out of the Indy Jones franchise. Okay, and last for the Blu-rays, I ended up getting this movie on eBay, and I did not have this movie in my collection, but I remember having this movie on tape a long time ago, and I've seen this before a couple times, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so I figured I might as well get it just to add to my collection. And this movie is like 40 years old this year, and that's The Dead Zone. Now, The Dead Zone is based on a Stephen King book. This is not really much of a horror movie. It's more of a suspense kind of movie. And the person who directed it, David Cronenberg, he's known for directing Scanners, Videodrome, The Brood, and all that. Well, this movie stars Christopher Walken. He's the main character in this one. That way, he plays a school teacher who gets into a car accident, and he's like in a coma. And he wakes up out of that coma 5 years later, and turns out he has like the ability to see things from happening. And so he has like the ability to see things in the near future and tries to prevent it from happening. So, The Dead Zone from 1983 from Stephen King. Definitely a very good movie. I definitely recommend checking this movie out because this movie is just a very good movie. Alright guys, so that's it for my haul. What do you guys think? Have you seen any of these movies before? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, like and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for some more videos. And again, Happy New Year to those who's watching. And let's see how 2024 turns out. Later.